Hello everybody, this is Sure Dude. Welcome to Fallout 76 Mod Madness, and today we're going to be talking about a full health human build, no chems, no alcohol. We got about 4 builds to go over, so we're going to jump right into it. We're going to do that right now. Okay, let's start out with our legendaries. The legendary spell Saple, S-A-P-L-E. And this last slot you can use, you can switch out for whatever you might need at the time. So it's free to unequip that card. Beginning players might use Ammo Factory. Beginner players also would benefit from using Funky Duds. But we are going to do sneaky, stealthy combat build, so we will be using Follow Through. Okay, we will get the boring part out of the way immediately. So we've got 4 different loadouts we're going to talk about. Your combat build, your camp build, your raid build, and your bow build, which is a reverse onslaught build. The combat build is just for your general running around the lobby. Your camp build is for quality of life stuff like fixing up weapons or gathering ingredients. Raid build, pretty self-explanatory, is for raids. And your bow build, like I say, is going to be a reverse onslaught build. So we're going to start out with the combat build. In strength 9, perception 10, endurance 15, charisma 2, intelligence 4, agility 11, luck 5. This is for the regular combat build, and we're going to go through this stuff pretty quick. So in strength, you have Bandolero, Arms Keeper, Scattershot, Bring the Big Gun, Sturdy Frame, Blocker. Perception, Awareness, Tormentor, Downranger, Tank Killer, Center Masochist, and Concentrated Fire. In endurance, Ironclad, Starch Genes, Through Hikers, Low Metabolism, Hardy, Life Giver, Vaccinated, Adamantanium Skeleton. In charisma, Strangers with Numbers, and Spiritual Healer. Intelligence, Field Surgeon, and Cryologist. This Cryologist can be swapped out with whatever weapons that you might be using. If you're using Science, use Science. In agility, Covert Operative, Mr. Sandman, Escape Artist, Goat Legs, Packing Light, Evasive, Action Boy, Gun Fu. This Gun Fu is a great card because it will automatically switch through VATS when you're making kills. Luck, Class Freak, Ricochet, Better Criticals, and Critical Savvy. This is your basic combat build for regular everyday fighting. Let's go into our camp build. This is going to be for quality of life stuff. And in here we have 3 in strength, 3 in perception, 15 in endurance, 3 in charisma, 8 in intelligence, 10 in agility, 14 in luck. And this camp build here, like I say, is for gathering ingredients, making deals with vendors, whatever. Strength, Bandolero, Arms Keeper, Scattershot, Pack Rat. Perception, Awareness, Tormentor, Butcher's Bounty, and Green Thumb. Endurance, Ironclad, Starch Genes, Through Hikers, Low Metabolism, Hardy, Dromesdary, Aqua Boy, and Homebody. Charisma, Happy Camper, and Hard Bargain. You can switch these 2 cards out with Animal Friend if you want to try to find a camp pet. An intelligent weapon artist, Fix It Good, Good with Salt. An agility, Covert Operative, Mr. Sandman, Escape Artist, Goat Legs, Packing Light, Evasive, Enforcer, and Sneak. Luck, Class Freak, Ricochet, Serendipity, Cap Collector, Luck of the Draw, Lucky Break, and Super Duper. These will be your quality of life cards that you will use, like I say, when you're in camp or if you're making deals with other vendors or if you try to fix up your armor or gather ingredients. Now let's go on to the raid build. In the raid build, 9 strength, 5 perception, 9 endurance, 2 charisma, 11 intelligence, 11 agility, 9 luck. And this is kind of for the big guns here. So in strength we have Bandolero, Arms Keeper, Pack Rat, Bring the Big Guns, Bullet Storm, Lock and Load. In perception, Awareness, Tank Killer, Center Masochist, Concentrated Fire. In endurance, Ironclad, Starch Genes, Hardy, Iron Stomach, Natural Resistance, Thirst Quencher, Bullet Shield, Adamantanium Skeleton. Charisma, Stranger in Numbers, and Spiritual Healer. Intelligence, field surgeon, nerd, rage, power user, stabilized, and science. In agility, evasive, action boy, gunslinger, gunslinger expert, gorilla, and gorilla master. In luck, class freak, ricochet, serendipity, better criticals, one gun army, and critical savvy. That will be your raid build, and I'm going to show you power armors, and guns to go along with all of this stuff right after this last build, which will be your reverse onslaught build. I call it the bow build. And here you have 9 strength, 10 perception, 9 endurance, 2 charisma, 7 intelligence, 10 agility, 9 luck. And this is your reverse onslaught build. In strength, you have Bandolero, Arms Keeper, Pack Rat, Easy Target, Scatter Shot, Blocker, Perception, Awareness, Number Cruncher, Down Ranger, Hat Trick, Deal Sealer, Bow Before Me. In endurance, Ironclad, Starched Jeans, Iron Stomach, Thirst Quencher, Adamantium Skeleton, Life Giver, Through Hiker, Vaccinated, and Rejuvenated. In charisma, you have Strangers in Numbers, Spiritual Healer. In intelligence, Field Surgeon, Cryologist, and Gunsmith. In agility, Gunslinger Master, Ninja, Covert Operative, Mr. Sandman, Sneak, Escape Artist, and Goat Legs. In luck, you have Class Freak, Better Criticals, Critical Savvy, Grim Reaper Sprint, and Luck of the Draw. This is your reverse onslaught, super sneaky, slow weapon build. Okay? So we're going to start back out with our combat build. We're going to talk about some stuff. Let's talk about power armors. So when you're doing your infestations and your headhunts and whatever, you're going to need good power armors. So we're going to go ahead and go with this. This will be our Enclave armor here. Regenerating, Intelligence, Doctors, Rejuvenators, Medic Pump. This will be your God Mode power armor that will save you. Okay? That's what we're running on the chest right there. And all the pieces. Okay? Now let's talk about weapons real quick. I am using some cryo damage, but let's just look at the camo stuff that was on the scoreboard. So you got the compound bow. We're running furious on these weapons here. Let's see, we have the LMG, which is hitting real hard. Juggernauts explosives, VATS optimized conductors, Prime 308 receivers, stub barrel, stabilized stock, large magazine. Okay. What else? The submachine gun is hitting pretty hard right now. All right, Juggernauts explosive, VATS stabilized, short light barrel, recoil compensating stock, large drum. Suppressor. So we're being sneaky and silent. That's where the fixer comes in. Stalkers, Vital, Ghost, Pinpointers. Prime receiver, align long barrel, line stock, large magazine. Super sneaky, awesome weapons. Here's another camo weapon. The Anchorage Ace, which is going to become really good here real soon when you can change the name. The named weapons. You can change the legendaries on the named weapons. So these are a few examples. This is my super sneaky combat build. Yeah, go check it out. Looks like somebody wants to play with me right now. We're going to do a little game in here. You made it in the video, Kronos. There you go. You happy now? All right, everybody. That's what I got for you. These are the builds that I use for my my human build. You're going to want to buff up with your buffs. You have stationary buffs and you have food buffs, and that's what I use to really get OP. So combat, camp, raid, and bow build. Go check it out. I know I have more to say, but that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Sure Dude out.